I don't even know where to get started this week. This is week 63 of my weight loss journey. I started losing weight back in May of 2023, and then I started my carnivore type journey, meat-based type experience back in September of 2023. And I did want to show you a little bit about where I came from and how I got to this point. I got so much weight on my body, I'm out of breath just trying to talk to you guys. But the biggest thing that concerned me is that it hurt to lay down. It hurt to sit down. And if I sat for too long, it was really, really hard for me to get up because my lower back felt like it was going to give out. Not only that, my feet are swelling, and that creates a situation where it's hard to walk, it's hard to go get exercise, and everybody tells you, oh, just exercise a little more. Well, great idea, man, but guess what? If you're obese like me, 400 pounds or more, it's going to take a little bit of effort to get over that hurdle to get started. And this 5-day fast really kick-started everything. I'm able to go for walks now. I'm able to enjoy taking my animals outside in the morning. Everything's not a chore. Even getting up and doing the dishes in the morning is somewhat pleasurable because it gets me a little active first thing in the morning, and it feels good. But if I didn't do this, I was on my way to being either bedridden, and that's no good because guess what? It hurt to lay down, or I would have been stuck in a wheelchair. And that's another, don't think I want to do that because it hurts to sit down. So since I started this incredible weight loss journey, I have managed to get down below 140 pounds and stay there using a carnivore eating principle, meat-based type diet, 90% meats and fats, 10% I love my life is basically what I use to try to get across to everyday average people and try to explain it in a way that's less intimidating than just saying, hey, you need to go straight carnivore, you need to just eat meats and fats for the rest of your life, because quite honestly, when I started, that was terrifying, and it's still a little scary at times. But here this week, I did manage to get time to sit down and catch up on a few videos, important videos that I wanted to see. Bill Knott's one of them. He was talking about Carrie coming to Alaska, and Carrie's supposed to be coming in sometime over the weekend. Just to put it out there, chances are I probably will not have time to meet up with Carrie, and that's just because both of us live different lives and we're extremely busy. And Bill Knott is about 60 miles, 70 miles outside of here. So while I was going through a process of catching up on videos, a video from Laura Spath popped up. She's a pretty famous YouTuber here in the carnivore community, and some of the stuff she said kind of subliminally touched me right here, because I do promote 90-10 eating principle, meat-based type diet, and she did kind of mention basically exactly what I'm doing. And I don't know if she did this on purpose. I highly doubt it, but she was talking about a meat-based diet, how you can get more benefits if you actually try getting a little bit more serious. That got me thinking. That got my cogs turning in my head. So I really wanted to make an announcement and say, like, all right, this is my turning point right now when it comes to the carnivore diet. I really am sincerely curious to see what the BBBE challenge might do. If I do that for 90 days, I want to see exactly how that's going to work. How am I going to feel? Because right now I do like doing 5-day stretches, and that's typically what I get people started with. I do 5 days through the week, Monday through Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I tend to get a little bit more relaxed. It's extremely hard to screw up the entire process in 2 days, so I don't worry too much about that. But if I'm trying to promote the carnivore diet, or if I'm trying to promote people to get into a little bit better health, it just seems like a really nice way to slide under the radar and get people more involved with upping their proteins, their meats and fats, and focusing on, a little bit better health and trying to steer away from all the nonsense in the grocery stores. Because when I got started, as you guys could see earlier, I was in a lot of trouble. I was extremely swollen. My neck was huge. I had severe sleep apnea. I had all kinds of problems going on. At times I would have to wear hearing aids in order to hear just normal conversations of people directly across from me. I couldn't hardly hear TVs. Talking on the cell phone was extremely hard. Yeah, when you're working in a loud trucking type environment, makes, thank you, Kat, makes life extremely difficult. My goodness. You're going to knock my camera over, aren't you? But even since I started a meat-based 90-10 eating principle, I've managed to cure my sleep apnea. I have zero risk of getting diabetes. I have dramatically lowered my chances of getting any type of random cancer, colon, rectal cancer, pancreatic type cancer. That is completely eliminated, and I'm kind of thankful for that. So let's get on into today's weigh-in. I woke up this morning and my lovely cat Dusty Bear was there to meet me. These cats have been a little bit cantankerous lately because my wife's been out of town. And oh, there's another announcement. My wife finally got her Jeep back out of the shop. Transmission repair, all that's been doing good. I'm kind of happy that she's able to get out. She's out at her sister's house in Wasilla right now. And I believe they did go on a hunting trip last night and got a bird. But okay, let's get this scale out and set down on the floor and see what today's weight's going to be. Now, if you're new here, I do my weigh-in every Saturday morning, and I just try to see kind of what happened throughout the week. Looking like we're at about 291.5 in a cat. So, with that said, I'm pretty happy because this week I really wasn't focused a whole lot on weight loss. I wasn't doing anything particular to try to lose more weight. I've just been going to work as a truck driver here in town, doing my daily duties and just trying to maintain a halfway decent lifestyle with this new eating principle that I've been working on. So when I started, I was 435 pounds. My current weight today is 291.5 pounds. That is a total weight loss of 143.5 pounds since May of 2023. That's awesome. That is awesome. Weight loss maintenance is super important. Just being down under 300 pounds, that's a super huge deal to me. That puts me down in the regular obese range if we're going to go off the regular BMI type chart, body mass index. So that's a huge accomplishment right there all by itself. I have just been working about 70 hours a week right now. It is way too early in the morning here in Alaska. It is about little bit after 2:15, right around 2:20 a.m. in the morning. So yes, I'm up early. Like I tell my employer, and I also talk to other coworkers at work, I rarely get a day off. I'm just trying to get this all done so I can actually go on with my day. Now, there are some new products that I've been seeing at Walmart lately. So I did want to try to get out today and possibly do a Walmart shopping video. Since I started doing like a carnivore meat-based diet, I don't go shopping very often. There's no need to be in the grocery stores. I don't go into convenience stores anymore because there's nothing convenient about a convenience store except for getting diabetes or buying something that makes you sick. And even the bottled water in most of these convenience stores really isn't that good for you. It's highly acidic. So I prefer the tap water that comes out of our well here. So this right here is typically what I've been eating lately. It's just ground beef, a little sprinkle of cheese. I got about 3 fried eggs in there. Sometimes I'll scramble the eggs, and that works pretty good. I do like to put a little bit of Valentina's hot sauce on there, and that works pretty nicely. But I'm going to have to change that up a little bit if we're going to go BBBE. So I'm going to have to skip the cheese. I'm also going to have to take out the hot sauce. That is going to be a giant hurdle for me because I kind of like the hot sauce in there. I also kind of like a little bit of cheese. I try not to go too overboard on the cheese, but one thing I've noticed when doing the carnivore diet is that once you start getting into the cheese and start snacking on the cheese, it's really hard to stop. It's kind of like eating a bag of potato chips. You know, the previous way I used to eat, I would just eat a couple potato chips, having that in mind, and then I would wind up eating the entire bag. And the same thing would go for other various type products, you know, like Cheez-Its and other high carb type of snacks, bag of popcorn. Yeah, I can't remember how many bags of microwave popcorn I used to rifle through. And yeah, it's pretty staggering. When I think back on it, just how much stuff I used to eat compared to right now where I don't need to eat all that extra stuff. Now that seems to be one of the benefits to the carnivore diet is when I go to work, I don't feel the need to snack all day long like I used to, because if we're just sitting in a truck and we're waiting to get loaded, you just tend to like continuously pop food in your mouth. And now that I just don't carry food with me, I drink more water instead. So every time I want a snack, I just pick up my water and I'm just drinking water instead of just popping food in my mouth, which is pretty much useless calories if we're sitting anyways. So in order to maintain weight loss, it's just a whole lot easier to just drink water and stay on plan. So if anybody's interested in how my week at work went, I had this annoying problem here with my fifth wheel in my truck. And I know this isn't exactly carnivore related, but this is what I do. This little handle here is actually a safety catch for the fifth wheel. There's two handles. There's one in the front and the one in the back came loose. So basically what happened is the cotter pin fell out of this annoying little device, and the safety is there for a reason, and it works really well. So I became permanently married to this trailer, and I was just trying to move some trailers around and get them parked a little bit straighter yesterday, which is over the weekend for us. And it's basically our slower day, which is time to clean up and time to make things look right. But yeah, I was stuck under this trailer, and me and another gentleman there and we're old school guys. We fought for about an hour trying to get this thing unhooked. Then I finally realized, it's like, well, since I'm permanently hooked to the trailer, I might as well just drag the whole thing over to the shop, which is what I did. And me and the mechanic sat there trying to figure it out. We looked at another truck with a similar setup. We still couldn't figure out exactly what to do. So the mechanic went in the shop. He got a mirror and wound up shining a light in a mirror up underneath the fifth wheel, and we finally got everything put back together. Long story short, we did get it unhooked, took the entire fifth wheel apart, flipped it over, fixed it. The truck's back up and running, but wow, freaking annoying. Just some of the stuff I deal with on a daily basis. It's just so random at times. I always have something else that I forget. Where is it? Oh, that's right. I did want to do a shout out for another YouTube channel here. A friend of mine, she lives overseas. I believe she has MS, some thyroid issues and other stuff like that. Her name is Ivy Wolf. She changed her name to Ivy Wolf Carnivore. She's been doing the Carnivore Journey now for quite some time. She pretty much uploads a video almost every single day, just describing her situation and what's going on in her life. She did do a song, and that's what we're going to use to close out this video. And I just wanted to say, give this girl a chance. Check her out on her channel. She does talk about a lot of interesting stuff and how it's affecting her life. Also, how the Carnivore Journey is also helping her life with, MS and other type situations like that. So, as always, guys, until next time.
I can show you all my MRIs. It's gonna prove some people wrong. My MS got better after 100 days, getting better all along. My blood work tells a different story too, better than it was before. You would never think it's true until you try it too. Oh, we are carnivores. We are legal carnivores. We are meat eaters around the world. Oh,